guys, welcome back to my channel. This is ModC33 here, aka Crystal with the C, back at you with another video. But if you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on welcome. I try to put out 1 or 2 videos a week. I do sit downs, reviews, reactions, vlogs. So if any of that interests you, make sure you check out the prior videos on my channel, and if you see anything you like before you leave, make sure you subscribe. So today, you guys, we're going to be doing a comparison and contrast between these two little cuties right here. This is my very recently acquired Chanel Square Mini in the color navy. It is vintage. It's from like around 91 and 94 according to the date code inside the bag. So I did do an unboxing of this one. I did also do another video where I talked about this. I think I did like a what's in my bag type of video along with a outfit of the day. So I do have this bag fully stuffed. I'm gonna later on in the video transfer the items that are in this bag and put it inside of this bag, which is the Chanel wallet on chain in the color black. It is gold hardware caviar leather. So we have 1 caviar piece, 1 lambskin piece, and this one is very vintage. The Chanel wallet on chain I did get in 2017 while I was in London, and it's almost been exactly 2 years. It was June of 2017. So now I find myself with both of these bags in my collection, and I don't know if I should keep both of them. I don't know about people who have both of these bags and kind of the different uses that you guys pull these out for. So if you do happen to have both of these, let me know. I'm just going to be doing a quick comparison because, you guys, I am considering selling one of them. And I did just recently do a video, but you probably haven't seen it yet. I'm in the process of doing a few videos, editing everything. So but I did talk about this wallet on chain is currently on the chopping block for me, just because I don't know what to do with both of them now. I don't know. Everything has to have a use. But let's start with the Chanel Square Mini. Again, I got this bag last month, May, of last month, and I just been looking at it for like a month or so, seeing little videos, even seeing people do comparisons between the vintage as well as the regular current wallet, or not wallet on chain, but the current Square Mini style. So I looked and kind of at the comparisons and contrasts between the vintage and the newer one, and decided to go ahead and go with the vintage one for a variety of reasons. Mainly the price, because I was wanting to stay within a certain price point, so I was able to meet that with the vintage bag, even though the vintage ones, depending on where you look, are still very costly. However, they're a lot more reasonable to me than the newer ones if you buy them new in store. And then the other reason too is that the Square Minis are now seasonal according to Chanel. When I went to a Chanel boutique just to look at one and see what it looked like, I know she was telling me that they typically only have rectangular minis in the store, and she even asked me if they still sell Square Minis. She's like, do we still sell those? I haven't seen one since I've worked here in 2 years. So I took that as my cue. Let me go on the pre-love market and see what I can find here. So I couldn't get this little bag out of my head. I happened to see this one originally on Tradesy, and then the seller also had this bag listed on eBay. So bit the bullet, and then it was a really good price. And so I did end up getting this bag from eBay, got it privately authenticated. All is well in the world. It is authentic, you guys. And let me just pull it up close and just kind of show you. It is plated with 24 karat gold. The older Chanel bags were plated with real gold. So that's what I really do love about it as well. I really like gold on smaller pieces, but I find like with my jumbo, I love it with the silver hardware. It just is kind of more wearable and casual to me. But like the smaller pieces, like my wallet on chain, as well as the Square Mini, are just so beautiful and classy in gold hardware. So really happy about that. So this is what it looks like up front. Barely looks like it had any use, really. And I just have like a little card back here, and we'll talk about that later. And this is just kind of what it looks like from the side, front, bottom. So it is fully stuffed, you guys, and this is the chain. And again, the color is navy. You probably will not be able to tell in this light. There was a certain way that the seller did turn it that I was able to tell that it was navy. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into this bag. We're just gonna go ahead and pull all of my items out of here, and then we'll put them in the Chanel wallet on chain, just so you can kind of see, and we can do a comparison and contrast as far as what fits. But I am told that actually the vintage Square Mini, the dimensions are different from the newer Square Mini. That was another thing, because this one is more of a square shaped, and then the newer Square Mini is more like rounded off. So this one actually is a little bit longer and a little bit taller than the newer Square Mini, but the newer Square Mini is a bit wider. This one is 2.5 inches wide from the measurements that I saw. And I think it's like across it's 6.75 or maybe 6.5 inches wide. And then it's like a little over 5 inches tall. So it's really good dimensions. You really can fit a lot. It does have this little beautiful turn lock closure. So open that up, and it is fully stuffed. I just want to make sure nothing falls out, you guys. So I have it filled to the top. It has this beautiful double CC detail right here. You see the Chanel on top of here. And this is like, the hardware is actually attached to the bag, unlike the newer Square Mini, which is attached to a leather tab inside of the bag. So this is what it looks like here on the sides. And these little clips on the side do say Chanel. And this is what the interior of the bag looks like. So let's go ahead and clean out the bag together. I'm gonna start with actually the back pocket. Back here, I just have like a little card. And I did switch everything, not everything, but a lot of items from my Pochette Matisse, which I've been carrying the past few days, into here. So I just saw what all I could fit in here. But this is like a little card from New York & Company. It's like a $10, no exclusions, basically little gift card semi. It's for my birthday, which is on Sunday. So I might actually go today and see what I see if I want to actually use that for anything. So inside of here, I do have a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I'm going to throw that to the side. I have my ear pods from Apple. I have some Elise. I also have a Louis Vuitton sample perfume. This is the Attrape. This is my favorite Louis Vuitton perfume. I probably at some point will invest and buy the full bottle. But yeah, that one I absolutely love. And this is the remaining contents. I do have 2 lotions that are from L'Occitane. This is lavender. The other one is just a regular body cream. Let's see. I have some gum, Trident Layers gum, which you can only buy at select stores because it's no longer like really sold at Publix. So I can get this from like Target as well as convenience stores, as well as like not farmy, but pharmaceutical stores like pharmacies or whatever. So they sell this gum as well. That's the Trident Layers gum. I do have some Altoids mints. Never leave home without them. I have some wet ones that do fit in here. They're about the same length as the bag, but if I fold up the corners, they fit easily in here. I have a checkbook. No need to see that. I have my Louis Vuitton round coin purse that is in here. Just has a little bit of change in there, not much. I also have in here a YSL lipstick in the color, I think it's Plum Tunic. So my one and only YSL lipstick. I don't know if I'll buy another one. This is my Dior lip glow, my beloved Dior lip glow. This is in the color Raspberry 007. So that's what that one looks like. That's in there as well. And then I also have, this is a little card from Zaxby's. Every year I get these little cards in the mail for a free nibbler for my birthday. So I am gonna be using that. Man, I love birthday time, especially when you are like, have all these cards and memberships, cause like you just rack up. I already got my little Starbucks one today. Yes, honey. This is a Shiseido sunscreen. I did unbox this in the recent haul that I did for my Sephora VIB. This is a sample I got from Sephora VIB. This is the Bum Bum Cream sample, so I do have that. And I also have in here a mirror from Sephora. It had a gift card in there. I used the gift card, so it's all one and done. And now we're empty. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put all those contents back into, I'll see what I can fit inside of my wallet on chain, and then what I can't fit, I will let you guys know. So hold on just a second, you guys. I'm gonna pack the bag up. Okay, I'm back, you guys. So we are fully stuffed. This is, again, my Chanel wallet on chain. And I did fit a good bit of the items that were in my Square Mini into this wallet on chain. But as you can see, it is fully stuffed. Was not able to fit everything in there. And mine, because like of the fact that I do kind of put the straps kind of like semi like on the inside and kind of do one of these numbers. Like if you can tell, it kind of like almost goes up a little bit, and that's really just from like doing the chain different kind of ways that you can do it. But you know, as far as a side effect, it does kind of do this little point up here on both sides like that. But if you don't care, you don't care. So yeah, let me show you guys what everything looks like in here. So I did put my little card right back in this back pocket here, and then to open it here, it is stuffed, you guys, so I don't want anything to fall out. So these are my contents inside of the Chanel wallet on chain. And I use practically all of the compartments, save the back ones for like the credit card slots. I really never use those because I find that if the bag is fully stuffed, then it's hard to get those cards out. So actually I did put some cards in here, but I put them like here in the zipper pocket. But I use like essentially all of these little compartments to put things in, including this back pocket. I put like some cash back here from my wallet. You know, I just kind of put some items up front as well. So let me show you what did not actually fit in my wallet on chain. So from my Square Mini, what did not fit was actually my Shiseido sunscreen did not fit in the wallet on chain. Also, my Louis Vuitton brown coin purse did not fit, and my Aleve didn't fit. So actually only 3 items from, my Square Mini, my vintage Square Mini did not fit into this wallet on chain. However, I don't know if you guys would really want to keep your bag packed like this for an extended period of time because it is packed and it will like distort the bag. I'm just trying to get this lipstick back in here and close it back and show you guys. So like what I'm talking about, like look at the bottom here. Like I think this is a lipstick, I don't know, but you see it's very bulging out at the bottom. So you really wouldn't want your bag to be looking like this. As you can see, like it's definitely stuffed. You can even see from the side where the wings are kind of flipping out some. If you don't mind, you don't mind. If you're in a crunch, definitely it's an awesome bag. You can fit a lot of different things in here. And like I said before, you can wear the bag different ways. So if I, again, just wanted to like shorten the bag or wear the chain around, I could go ahead and... Ooh, it is hard to close too because it does have the button closure. So I could do like this number. And again, this is what contributes to like your bag kind of coming up a little bit because the strap is pulling these sides up. But if you don't care about that, you could do that. I've worn it like this multiple times. I've even kind of worn it like this, like top handle. So it is a very versatile bag because you can wear it so many different ways with the chain. I've even seen people, like I did see a recent video where someone like wrapped the chain around and used like a little tie to wear this as like a belt bag. So I just think it's really cool the number of ways you can wear this particular bag. But again, if you're wanting something more practical and that can fit more of your items, I would definitely say that the Square Mini, the vintage one, you do have to downsize with both, but you wouldn't have to downsize as much with the vintage Square Mini. So I do like it in that respect. You guys, I'm actually going to a wedding tomorrow, which is when I would wear one or, you know, either of these bags, but I don't know like which one I'm actually going to wear. And now I've done the comparison, I see that there's actually only 3 items that would not actually fit from the Square Mini to the wallet on chain. But again, the wallet on chain is kind of distorted, but I don't necessarily mind that too much. So let me know what you guys think as far as like what you think is a better bag. I think as far as price is concerned, the vintage Square Mini is a really like, I cannot express this enough. The vintage Square Mini to me, for what I got this particular bag for, which my price point was under $1,500 as far as getting a vintage Square Mini or getting a Square Mini in general, which is very difficult if you know what the current price of the Square Minis are in the store. And even the vintage ones go for a very high price. But that was like my price point. I'm like, I don't want to spend anything over that. Like that's pretty much my budget, and I was able to meet that. And so I would definitely say that the vintage Square Mini, for what I got this bag for and the condition that it's in, is a way, way, way better buy than the Chanel wallet on chain. And again, like there were only 3 items that could not fit, so it's not necessarily like that different or that much of an issue. But again, it still does fit more. That's the bottom line, depending on what you carry on a day-to-day basis. So this not only can serve as like, you know, a nice little bag for nice occasions, it's a nice little bag for travel and to downsize as well. This one I say would better fit like if you are traveling overseas or you're traveling to a new place. It does lie flatter on the body, and I'll probably do a few modeling shots just to show you how these bags look on me. But yeah, I definitely say that this one is more inconspicuous. It would fit under a coat and you really wouldn't be able to see it, and it does lay closer to your body just because of the shape of it as opposed to the Square Mini. So they're both really awesome bags. It just really kind of depends on your preference and what things are important as far as fitting to you. Now, like I said, there were only 3 items that did not fit from the Square Mini to the wallet on chain. However, again, the bag is really, really stuffed. So if you did carry your bag like this for a prolonged period of time, you could damage the bag. You could really definitely distort it. So really, in actuality, probably some things need to be taken out of here for the bag to be more like proportionate. So in that case, yeah, the Square Mini was stuffed, but it wasn't like, it wasn't so stuffed to where the bag was like busting out at the seams like this one is. So, and even with it being lambskin and this one being caviar. So that's kind of my assessment on these 2 bags right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get into a few modeling shots and just show you like what they look like crossbody, what they look like on the shoulder, and then we'll go ahead and be done. Okay, you guys, so this is the wallet on chain. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one first. Hopefully you guys can see I'm just in my living room area. I do have a crossbody right now. Again, it does lie flat against my body, so that's a really awesome thing. I feel like it's really a perfect length crossbody. It doesn't bother me at all. I am about 5'6", 5'7". I know there are a lot of complaints that the strap is really long. I don't really find it to be that long, but if you are shorter, then yeah, it might bother you some, but that's why you can wear the bag in different ways. So this is the bag crossbody, which I feel like is the best way for me. Now you can do it on the shoulder. This is what it looks like on the shoulder, and again, hopefully you guys can kind of see, which on the shoulder is a bit long, but it's still like I can comfortably like rest my hand right here, so that's not a problem at all. So let me show you guys the Square Mini, what that one looks like. So if I have the Square Mini, the vintage Square Mini, the strap drop is an inch longer than the newer Square Mini, so you do get a little bit more length that way, but the strap still is shorter than the wallet on chain. So you see it does sit like much higher up crossbody than the wallet on chain does. So it's like essentially, it's not like right up under my, my bust line, but it still is pretty high up there. This really wouldn't necessarily bother me that much either, especially I feel like if I was traveling, you do want your bag to be as close to your body as possible. The other awesome thing about the Square Mini, which I really love, is the turn lock closure. So I feel like that's actually more secure than the button closure, even though I've never really had an issue with the bag coming undone or unbuttoned. Except, yeah, like a few times when you go in and out and you don't really pay attention. But I feel like with this one, once you do the turn lock, like you have no other worries with it. So this is what it looks like crossbody. And if I put it on the shoulder, this is what it looks like. And this is just kind of how it hangs. So hopefully you guys can really see that. And that's, again, the Chanel Square Mini. Let me turn to the side with the wallet on chain. I don't think I did that, so you guys can kind of see. And again, with the wallet on chain, you guys can wear it like so many different ways. But I like the fact that like I don't have to have my arm up, kind of like with the Square Mini. It just really rests very comfortably because the strap drop is so long with the wallet on chain. So I think for me, that's a plus. Other people, it might be really annoying because of the strap drop, but there's, again, just so many different ways you can wear these bags. Let me put them both on crossbody so you guys can kind of see the comparison again. So this is the wallet on chain, and this is the Chanel Square Mini. So quite a drop and quite a difference. Let me come a little bit closer, you guys. Hopefully you can see. So yeah, there's definitely quite a variation on these as far as, yeah, look, see, this is how you create your own Chanel side pack. I'm sorry, that was that was like a little insert because I don't know if y'all seen Chanel's new little side packs where they got a little thing here and they got little 2 bags on the side. This is how you can create it. You can get yourself 2 little wallet on chains or 2 little square minis. You got yourself a little side pack. But yeah, so you kind of see again how this looks. So yeah, I would say that I definitely like the drop of the wallet on chain a bit more than the square mini, like just wearing it like this because it's just so carefree in my opinion. So we'll go ahead and go back to the couch and we'll end off this video, you guys. So okay, you guys, so in doing the actual comparison and kind of seeing what both of these fits, because it was actually my first time seeing like what everything fit, like what would fit from the square mini to the wallet on chain. You know, as I'm showing you guys, it was my first time kind of doing that as well, just to see. So I kind of see why people do have both in their collection. I'm not gonna lie, because for me, again, like I said, it's wallet on chains on the chopping block. And just because, again, I was like, well, what do you do with both? But the fact of the matter is too that this Chanel Square Mini is lambskin, which is simply, well, not simply, but lambskin is typically considered like more luxurious, more formal. So, you know, this would be good, I would say, for your special events, your weddings, your just, you know, any kind of graduation, celebratory events, you know, where there's not any rain or anything, of course, where the weather is very nice. This is really good for all weather, all events. It's good for your weddings, but it's also good for your travel. Like, I definitely think I would travel more with this particular bag. I think it's an awesome travel bag. It sits perfectly on me, crossbody as well as even on the shoulder. It's just really no fuss, and I don't have to like really strain or stress. Now, the Square Mini is good crossbody as well. It sits very close to the body and it sits high up, so you don't have to worry as far as you're, you know, having your bag in sight at all time. And if somebody was to pickpocket you, they would have to go through, they'd have to be really close to you, number one, and they'd have to, you know, be very crafty with the turn lock and getting into your bag with it being so close to your body, number one. Whereas opposed to the wallet on chain, if somebody was to pickpocket you, the button is relatively easy to kind of get in and out of. Even though it's close to your body, since it sits kind of far down on me, since it's so comfortable, that could be a bad thing because you could kind of forget about it and not be paying as close of attention as you should be to your bag. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But I think that they're both really great bags. I would definitely highly recommend you check out both of them and just kind of see which one works out best for your body frame and your lifestyle. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Hopefully you did enjoy this comparison between the Chanel Square Mini, my new Chanel Square Mini lambskin with the gold hardware in the color navy, as well as my tried and true Chanel wallet on chain, black leather, caviar, and gold hardware. So you guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure you do share it with anyone else who likes these type of comparison videos and trying to decide between these two beautiful and awesome bags. So also just make sure you share it with, you know, any of them. Also make sure you do subscribe to the channel. You do that again by hitting the red button below and hitting the bell next to it so you're notified when I do upload future videos. And comment below, you guys. Let me know if you have one or both of these bags and what do you think of them. Which one do you think is the better buy, and tell me why. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.